This is Julian speaking, welcoming you to another video out of the breach. Earlier this year we had the Fate of Eric community event. Leshervold won and Eric, the Enlightened, joins their ranks as a new playable character. I hope that with the release of this video in November, the pre-orders for the new releases are already online. A link will be in the video description down below, so you all get the chance to put some lovely Moonstone miniatures under the Christmas tree. In this video, I want to bring you a presentation of the final cards for Eric the Enlightened and Knoll. So let's have a look what these two have to offer. But before that, for one last time, the Fate of Eric intro. And here we see the final card for Eric the Enlightened. He is a human, animal, and cultist. Human? He's still a human after all, so that's good. Animal. Paired with Gloom and the Jackalope, you could have a high mobility package. And cultist. Eric supports Klaus as another cultist, and his arcane is supported by Callista. He has a melee stat of 4, a melee range of 2 inches, an arcane of 3, and an evade of +1. Enchanted Javelin. If this character deals piercing melee damage, increase the damage by +2. Whenever this character deals any piercing damage, it may deal the same amount of magical damage instead. So, with the ability to turn it into magical damage, he can crack some armor. So, that's good. Woodland Animal. This character may jog over wooded patches and gains +1 energy during the replenish step if any part of its base is within a wooded patch. Gaining energy from being in a wooded patch is new and goes well with Reagan because she can summon wooded patches for Eric to use whenever and wherever he needs them. Leshervold's Shield. If this character would suffer damage, you may reduce that damage to nil once per game. A once per game protection when he needs it. Remarkable is that you can stack protection on top of it to make him really resilient. Protection in itself is not stackable, but this ability is not called protection, so in a once per game situation he is nearly invincible. Enchanted Bladestorm. His arcane ability costs 2 energy and has a range of 6 inches. This attack is not modified by evade stat or cover, and may only be used if this model has the enchanted javelin ability. On any green, the target suffers X plus 1 piercing damage. After resolving this action, this model loses enchanted javelin until the end of turn. On any pink, this character may discard 2 energy. If it does, all other models within 4 inches suffers X plus 1 piercing damage, then are moved X directly away. Then, after resolving this action, this model loses enchanted javelin until end of game. And on a catastrophe, if this character has the enchanted javelin ability, the target gains it and this model loses it, both until end of turn. Okay, within 6 inches and a green card, he can deal X plus 1 piercing damage and loses his melee bonus. With a pink card, he has to have another 2 energy available to discard, so 4 energy in total to be able to create a pulse of 4 inches, damaging and moving everybody, and losing his melee bonus for the rest of the game. And the catastrophe? A small synergy to mention is with Zoria. She can cause his catastrophe in her activation to give herself the javelin and use it right away. His signature move is on a sweeping cut. Swinging Antlers. Impact damage, so no bonus here. 0 on a high guard, 3 against a fallen swing. Against a thrust, 0. Sweeping cut, 1 damage. 2 against a rising attack, and 1 against a low guard. And the end step effect is move the enemy model 1 inch. A strong signature move that helps Eric in the times when he doesn't have his javelin, cause no bonus on impact. And he is able to move the enemy model, and that can always come in handy. To sum it up very short and sweet, with the evolved Eric, the Leshervolt gain a very resilient and mobile stone carrier. Especially the stacking of protection seems very nice. Remember, that is just my humble opinion. I leave the in-depth analysis to the others. And besides all the stats and abilities, I think it's an awesome looking model. Let's head over to our new troll, Knoll. He is Leshervolt and Dominion. That makes totally sense because we have all the other trolls in the Dominion. He's a troll and a wizard. He has a melee stat of 2, a range of 3 inches, an arcane of 4, and an evade stat of +2. He is tough as old boots. At the start of the replenish step, this model recovers 2 wounds. That ability we know from the Commonwealth. Recluse. At the start of the replenish step, this model gains +1 energy if there are no other models within 3 inches. He do not want any other models around him, friend or foe alike. Old Staff. If this character deals piercing or impact melee damage, increase the damage dealt by +1. Then his arcane abilities. Healing, 2 energy, 8 inches. It's our commonly known healing ability in the game. And his other arcane, Trollish Remedies. Costs 3 energy and has a range of 8 inches. once per turn. Green. Target restores 3x -1 wounds. On blue, target troll gains tough as old boots until the end of game. Pink, target suffers X wounds, then gains +1 energy. And on a catastrophe, the target suffers 2 wounds and loses 1 energy. The Trollish remedies. 3 energy to use. Remember your recluse to be able to use it. Very, very strong troll support with the blue and an exceptional good heal on green. It's a very versatile arcane because he can even attack his enemies with a catastrophe, or in special cases finish someone with a pink, because when someone is dead, the energy doesn't really matter. His signature move is on a thrust. Bog off. He deals nil damage, but the end step effect is move the enemy model 1 inch directly away from this model. He wants to be left alone. And the ability to move enemies is always nice. Knoll is an interesting character and a surprisingly strong healer. The Dominion gains the chance to play a troll troop. It could be interesting to see a fight against the Commonwealth giants. To wrap it up, we have awesome looking models and interesting stats. I cannot wait to see them in person. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. I want to pre-order everything because I cannot wait to see the new models in person. If you're interested, I would like to record some unboxing videos in December for the new releases to show these beautiful models to you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon for another video out of the breach.